yeah, with regards to my prints, I'm going to do like a certain amount because I don't want everyone to have my work. I want it there to be some exclusivity.
I've got one in my office on the wall.
No way.
He's actually got the first painting I ever made.
First painting he ever made. You know how rich I'm going to be when he gets assassinated one day.
She's gone.
Now that's not very good.
You know what's mad about that, right? Think about it. They're going to be laughing. If you do it, they're going to be laughing at things that we haven't even thought about saying yet.
Oh, if we just like have a laughing intro.
Yeah, well, if Gino's like, if like there's a bit later on that you snip to put it in like, oh, this is what you're going to get in black and white. They're going to be like, oh, sick, I'm going to stay here for that part. And we don't even know what that is yet.
Oh.
What?
Okay, so you people at home listening have already seen something that's in this podcast that we haven't even done yet.
They're time traveling.
Wait, sorry, how?
Yeah, it's all right, don't worry.
Sorry,
So-
how? Sorry, how?
You know, at the beginning of the pod, I put a little clip of something from later in the pod. At this point in the pod, that's already played. But we haven't done it yet.
Oh,
That's the bit.
Ooh, that's it.
Or,
Oh,
is
man.
it? Or maybe there's something even better.
Oh, shit.
There's so many possibilities over
So
the
many.
next hour and a half or so. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Capsule. Thanks for joining us. I like how we do that little intro as if we don't think we're recording, but like, oh, this is probably the bit that everyone's going to listen to.
is this a serious one?
What do you mean, is this a serious one? They're all... Have you not listened to the Capsule before? We are the most serious podcast that's ever been serious.
Are you going to start doing things like, you're going to say at the
You're going to
beginning,
start doing real podcasts.
do you know the thing that where every podcast says #1 podcast in the world?
I was thinking this the other day. I need a tagline.
Hell?
Welcome to the Capsule.
the
Like,
number
what
one.
is-
Biggest podcast in the world.
It's got to be number
Well,
one.
that's just a lie.
It's got to be like
You just pretending.
something like come here for like the #1 like street dance journalist podcast or number one
Something like that.
something where it's
Yeah.
like
Or do we want something more like fun? Like, this is the Capsule. The fucking... So I don't know, something that's not like...
okay, that wasn't fun, but
No, I know, but you know what I mean? Something that's not like a factual tagline, just like a funny one. Like Nike, just do it. Or so, that's not funny, but like something that's like more of a slogan. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Can we
gonna
have
take
people
a
write
lot
in the
of
comments
thinking.
if you have any ideas?
Yeah,
for
what do you reckon?
the Capsule tagline, so we can start the pod by saying, "Welcome to the Capsule, guys," and then have something in that place
Yeah.
yeah.
instead of what I just did.
Yeah, I think
I didn't know we were recording right now. No, I didn't know we had started from when you said welcome to the Capsule. I thought we were practicing. It's okay, keep going. What did you say?
Can you leave?
No, I'm here now. Okay, let's go.
4 minutes
So
in.
say, "Welcome to the Capsule."
Welcome to the Capsule, everybody.
Welcome
Why you
to
say
the
like a
Capsule,
primary school teacher?
everybody.
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 Wait, say
No.
everybody again.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Body. Ah.
Body. Ah.
Everyone. No, we're not doing this.
No, we're not doing this.
Well, can you guarantee that all of Scotland will listen to this podcast because you're on it?
No.
Well, some Scottish people listen to it.
Yeah.
All right, you got to tell me if I'm good or not at the accent.
Okay, go on.
It's not good. I'll tell you.
Lee.
now.
It's not
I'll
good.
tell you first.
Let's have a Scot.
I'm not good. Well, no, it wasn't good.
I'm not good. No.
Not good.
All right, say a full sentence.
No, you cannot tell someone to say a full sentence.
No, you cannot tell
Okay.
someone to say a full sentence.
But
you
she
know
says more
what?
like fool.
All right, do it one more time.
Food.
No, what? Full
Food.
Full.
Full.
sentence.
That was good. Come on.
Say that again.
Say that again.
You're just missing something. I
Just
don't know
missing
what it is.
something.
Missing
I don't
something.
know what it is.
Because you, like, English people, they talk like this, like, pure intonation.
And how
right?
do Scottish people talk?
We're just like,
We're just
like
like
that.
straight to the point.
Aye.
Like that.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Food.
aye,
Aye.
food.
Food.
Get better.
It's not like
Aye. Food.
food. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Food.
Aye. Food.
Food.
Straight to the point. Welcome to the Capsule.
All right,
You
moving
aggressive
on.
bastard.
All right, well,
You can't not talk to me like that.
that's been the Capsule. My neighbour upstairs is going to hate it. Yeah, again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
He kind of does look like Jiminy Cricket.
he?
So, all right, well,
Is that it? Are we done?
we're done. That was it. What did you guys think? This is another episode of the Capsule. Lucia came here for us to make fun of her accent. And that's it. No, I do have a question. Did you guys do anything for April Fools or see anything for April Fools?
No.
You forgot they existed until just now?
No.
Okay. So you have a good story.
The only thing I seen about April Fools was everyone saying that they forgot it was April Fools. So yeah.
Did you?
No.
You're not an April Fooler.
No.
I mean, not going to say it.
What are you going to say?
I think I know what you were going to say. I feel like it was from a meme that you reposted.
No.
Oh.
No. I was going to say, like, actually my whole life right now is an April Fool. So I'm living the April Fools, and guess what? It's not even April Fools.
But then that
Are
doesn't
you
make
the
it.
Fooler or the Fool?
I'm full.
Shit.
Well, it's
What
now
did you do?
April 5th. No, I didn't do anything. I did see that Fusion Concept in France, they posted a post that was, because you know they always have like crazy rules or like different things that happen. So they posted like new rule for this year's Fusion Concept, like when you finish your round, as soon as you're finished dancing, you have to carry on for another 30 seconds and sing the rest of the lyrics of the song.
No.
I'll show you
That's good.
But like people were actually like, nah, they have to get rid of this rule.
Wait, what is this? A song that doesn't have lyrics?
Well, I think that's why it was like not true. But yeah, it's cool. The post says like finish the lyrics.
Karaoke.
And it was like, we're proud to announce on this April 1st our new rule for the edition 2023. As you should know, we would like to connect more music industry and dance world. So here is a new rule to mark this event. Finish the lyrics, in air quotes. At the end of your round, you need to sing the rest of the lyrics of the music you danced on. This will add 30 seconds bonus on your timer. So maybe look back on your training and add some more to be ready for the next edition of Fusion Concept. And people are like now some people are like, oh, happy April Fools or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But people are like, what? This is not easy. Oh my God, that's epic. Like,
Oh my God, people are supporting
and then
it.
they're like, the worst part is I can actually believe them capable of putting this as a rule. It's like, all right, calm down,
Oh, so it
everyone.
was a joke.
Yeah, that was the whole.
Jesus Christ.
I
man.
know.
You see how the podcast is going to go, guys. You forgot halfway. This is a 2-hour
I
podcast.
started making faces as if, wow, they're really going to do that.
She okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
So they don't have the rules yet.
It's going to be a tough one today.
Fuck's sake.
It's not a real rule. It was an
Yeah.
April Fool's joke. So that was the only April Fool's I saw, I think. Yeah.
Fool.
I just always see posts that are like, guys, April Fool's is not funny. Don't do things that are sensitive to people.
that's-
It's like-
Really?
yeah, just like nobody's actually posts anything. All I see is the post saying, don't post anything insensitive. It's all right.
Yeah,
Give us a
that's
chance to do
probably
it first.
Enjoy winding up.
Anyways, yeah. What else happened in this life? Did you see? Should we do news first? Should we do news?
Yeah.
Should we do news? Can we shout out Sophia for the news?
Sophia for the news.
Sophia for the news. Thanks, Sophia. She's not here.
Have we got a jingle for our news?
Sophia for the news.
News.
Sophia for the news.
News.
Sophia for the news.
News.
Sophia for the news.
We did a Stephen Hawking version.
No.
Oh
no,
my God, the what?
No.
What does that sound like?
No,
does it sound
because that would mean I have to edit.
Okay. Wait,
And I would love to not edit. No, don't ask that question.
I could do it.
No.
Howard Wolowitz did it on The Big Bang. It's a thing.
I'm
It's
gonna
not- it's not
edit
offensive.
it out.
You're gonna edit it out.
Do it.
Sophia for the news.
And I'll leave it.
Sophia for the news.
That's actually pretty
news. Sophia.
That's actually
I
pretty
want to listen to the news. Thank you, Sophia.
That's actually pretty good.
Wow.
That's good, huh?
I think I'll leave that in actually.
Ah, that's good, isn't it?
That was really amazing.
That's not offensive, isn't it?
No, that was pretty good.
Please.
Well, it's not offensive, innit? Innit?
But that's not only his voice. Like, he got that voice from a computer, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
Surely that's more offensive.
No, because it is. Am I wrong?
No, it's
Yeah,
from
wrong,
a
but of course
Who
computer.
is it his voice or who recorded that voice?
Oh, that's a good
Who
point.
recorded Stephen
is the-
Hawking's voice? Who is he?
She
Who is
went
his
on a
voice?
way of
No
like,
one
this
had-
is going down a bad road, but now it's more of
I've
a
got a
valid
fair
point.
point.
No, it's not that it's a valid point, but it's like, why didn't they get a better one? Because the amount of times nowadays, you know, like it was like, didn't he die like 5 years ago or whatever? Like
Yeah.
surely by then they had better voices.
Or why didn't
They could
yeah?
have changed his voice. Oh
And
my
do you
God.
reckon once he got it, they like it was like a trademark thing, like they were like no one else is allowed to use this, or are there people that are like have GPSs somewhere that have his voice?
Yeah.
Right. Turn left.
They're like, well, I recognize this voice from
Speed
somewhere.
camera coming up in 30 miles.
Brilliant.
He imagine, but he just turned into someone like, but he could like set settings on his thing. So he sounded like Jay-Z. Black holes. That's crazy.
This is a good skit. I like this. Oh, all right.
So yeah.
So I don't think there were actually any winners this weekend, because I don't think there were any events. And if there were, I wasn't made aware of it. So guys, hey everyone.
Hey.
Hi. Welcome to the Capsule. Could you please send us your winners? So with that, what I mean is, if you run an event, could you send, if somebody wins, could you send it to us? Because that would really super help. If you win an event, could you send it to us to let us know? And if you're just at an event where somebody wins and you remember, could you please also send that to us? That would be lovely of you. Thank you so much. Because we do our best to find all the winners every week and we put it on our stories. Please send us your winners. And Sophia does a lot of hard work collecting those winners together. But yeah, it would be super helpful for every style under the street dance umbrella. That would be lovely. Thank you. And that is your public service announcement. So the only thing that happened, I think, is Kane and Gary got to the finals of the 2v2 in World of Dance Poland. Besides that,
Sick.
I'm not aware of anyone else.
When's the last pod you done?
Last
about
week
Groovin'
with Nikel. No, I didn't.
That happened.
Do you have stuff to say on that topic?
Well, some people won into the thing, innit?
Yeah, true. So there was the people. Who was it? Who do we have in the top 4?
Right.
You brought it up, but you don't remember off the top of your head.
I remember. Okay, so the poppin was Pop C,
Yep. Do they have it on there?
Martina,
Yep.
J Soul,
Jay Soul from Germany, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
someone else. Who was it?
Oh,
Who the
super
hell was
fail.
it?
Well, I can tell you, you know what we can do? We can do a little live research because they've posted the final video so we can see who wasn't
Have
in the
they?
invite. Yeah.
Oh,
And we can see, we can watch your terrible rounds.
Oh,
I mean, great
I'm
rounds.
going to be so annoyed at myself for not knowing this because I was judging.
Well, you know, you probably weren't paying that much attention.
It was. Don't do that. I'll never get hired again.
Well, that's not my fault. So we had Andre J Soul
Andre.
in the popping, and then YouTube, Mr. YouTube and Jesse were on
Yep.
the hip hop on that team. And then on the other team was Popsy, Martina, Hamuza, who I shot with the other day, actually.
Yep,
Nice
sick.
kid. And Prilla. So for those were the 2 for hip hop, and then the 2 above were for the popping.
Yeah.
So sick. How was the event?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I always enjoy groovinometry. Like every time I've been in, I've enjoyed it. Every time I've been in, I've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's sick. I like the vibe, and it is one of the only places that I enjoy Cypher Prelim
Oh,
because
Yeah.
there's lots of space.
That's a good
that's
point.
true. They do
yeah.
it. They do it the right way. Yeah.
Fair amount of space, and you've got like I think the popping and hip hop had like an hour and a half.
Yep.
They had a long time. Like they had way too much time. To be
I think the thing that makes it good is like it's a long time and there's multiple ciphers and the judges walk around.
Yep.
If you have one cipher where the judge sits still and you cipher around them, it becomes a nightmare.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's the worst thing
yeah.
ever.
So the judges can walk about.
And they just have a big and it's like you could just literally dance by yourself or with one friend on the side and you count. Like
Yeah.
that's the problem with the cipher preems is like if you have judges in one place and they stay there, of course everybody's going to cipher around them, and if the judges aren't moving, I can't start a new cipher over there.
Yeah.
Which is not how ciphers work, and then it becomes this big monstrosity of a cipher where there's
for
4
sure.
people dancing at once.
Yeah, I mean, from walking around it, the hip hop heads were definitely going ham
Yeah.
more than the poppers.
Interesting.
But last year when I went, they had, I don't know, I think people naturally got themselves into ciphers that were a hip hop cipher,
Oh,
a few
nice.
hip hop ciphers, and a few popping ciphers. This year, however, it was like
Mixed.
So it was also hard to judge because like you're watching a popping round and then maybe they're just about to finish and then someone hip hop comes in and then you're just like, I just keep seeing hip hop dancers. So yeah, I think it's
Sick.
better when they have like just some hip hop ones and some popping ones.
Sick.
But yeah, first day was good.
How were the invites and stuff? Deacons is one of my faves. Was he
Yeah,
good?
he
Did he kill it?
is amazing.
Sick.
He is sick. I mean, not trying to be biased, but I think my team won. Yeah, we had a sick team. You want to read out my team? You can read out my team if you
You
want.
guys, are you the team that did the combo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Cheers. So your team was Nicky Pop, Deakins, Motherfunk, Amina, Popsy, Martina, Humoza, and Prilla. And the other team was Poppin' Mario, Slunch, Yu, Elise, Andre, J Soul, Mr. YouTube, Jesse. I think you probably lost.
No, we definitely won. Mario
yes,
was
from
sick though.
Hamburg, Slunch, from Lorena's town.
That's a cool
Yeah,
name.
that was the first time I seen him as well.
Sick.
That's a fun name. I like that.
Slunch.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you want some slunch?
it was solid though. It was good. Like, I'm not going to be too controversial, but it was good for a lot of the set. And then some people were feeling a certain way about the second DJ. So Debo DJ'd the first 30 minutes, I think. And then the other guy DJ'd the second 30 minutes. And then, like, the vibe was just different. It was, like, a bit more chilled. And it's also hard to hype up your team and someone who's on the floor if the song isn't given that.
Yeah.
So not only is the person...
Especially crew battles, it's different.
Not only is the person on the floor, like, just kind of sitting in this weird space, but we all are as well, because it's like we can't, you know.
I do hear you.
Yeah. But other than that, I thought it was good.
Okay, sick. Yeah, that was the only criticism I heard, actually. Otherwise, I think Groovonometry is like getting to a place where it's pretty solid, and they've got the format that works and stuff, and the venues that work and stuff. So, yeah, shout out to them. On the note of shout outs, we need to give a shout out to Dixon and Ivan and Kate Prince and I think Rhymes as well. So so let's start with Rhymes, because I actually know the least about what she was working on. So basically Rhymes she choreographed a show called Hey Dougie Live, which looks very cute. And
she choreographed Hey Dougie.
Do you know it?
Bruv,
Oh, there
Dougie
we go. Kids.
is sick for kids. Dougie and Bluey, they are the two illest shows for kids. I don't care what anyone says. She choreographed Hey Dougie Live.
So it says Olivier Award winner for Best Family Show. That's Hey Dougie Live.
No way.
But yeah, so she, I guess, was the choreographer for the Hey Dougie Live.
Rhymes, that's sick.
Okay, that you clearly know more about this than I do.
Bruv, Dougie's sick.
Okay, cool. So shout out to Rhymes on that one. That's dope then. She also, it looks like, worked on Sylvia with Kate Prince. So she said working in the role of associate director. So yeah. So Kate Prince's show Sylvia also was nominated at the Olivier Awards. And then we had Dixon, who won Outstanding Achievement in Dance for his choreography of Enawate, his solo at Sadler's Wells. And Ivan Blackstock, who won the Olivier Award for Best New Dance Production for Trap Lord at 180 The Strand. I didn't see Enawate, but I saw Trap Lord. And obviously Jenny works with Dixon sometimes, so she did a bit of work on Enawate. So I'm probably underselling it by saying she did a bit of work. She's probably going to be like, I did a lot of work. I don't know. But yeah, so she says really good things. She said it was really amazing.
From the clips that he put out on socials, it looked fucking incredible.
Yeah. You've
seen it?
Enawate?
Yeah.
You liar.
I've seen it.
When?
When it was in the theatre.
Do we believe her, or is she just saying stuff?
No, I actually seen it.
Talk about it.
Which theatre?
No, but this is why I don't want to talk about it, because I don't know how to speak artistically about theatre. What do you want me to say? It was sick.
Well, we'll take that.
What did you like about it?
It was kind of like it had some funny moments in it.
I think she's talking shit.
No, I swear to God, I seen it. I'm
pretty sure I saw a picture of him with blood all over him in Enawate.
No,
it doesn't look like a comedy.
No, I swear to God, ask Jen. It had some funny moments.
When did you see it? In London?
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
can't remember when.
Do we believe her, ladies and gentlemen?
I swear to God,
Who did you go with?
My friends.
Nah, she's lying.
No, I'm not.
Such a liar.
Which friends?
I'm not saying.
All right. Also, shout out to my good friend Steph B as well, who worked on Trap Lord with Ivan. Also, shout out to Sheldon, who was, I think, assistant choreographer. And obviously, shout out to Ivan for that. I did see Trap Lord and I did enjoy it.
How was it?
We did a whole review of it, actually. So if you want to go back, guys, we be reviewing stuff. But yeah, there was I think it's in the podcast clips playlist that we did it, but it's also on one of the podcasts that we...
Can you do the little thing like...
Yeah, maybe. Right. If you don't see it,
put a link in the...
I didn't do it. Yeah, I could put a link. But yeah, good show. Really good show. Yeah, we went way in depth about it. Me, Tally, and Abe, I think, because obviously Tally was in it. But yeah, that's really dope. Big achievement for the dance scene. It's nice to like.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, you performed at
that's
the Olivier
crazy.
Awards, didn't you? With promotion.
Yeah.
How was it? Is it a good night?
We didn't get to go inside.
Oh, you just
Wait, where?
the Olivier
We
Awards.
were on the
Oh,
stage
yeah.
outside. It was alright.
They were
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh yeah, thanks for entertaining us. Now go home.
No way.
And like, we got suits though. Go home, please.
It's like,
Oh
do you
my
have an
God.
invite? You're like, I didn't think I needed one. I'm in the show. And they're like, you need an invite.
You're outside the show.
Thanks for the popping show. Lovely work you did there. Love the little jackets thing you did. Now go home. Oh, that's not nice. But anyway. Also, shout out to Godson Theo, who did the movement direction for black boys who have considered suicide when the hue gets too heavy, which is a very long title, but they shortened it to for black boys ...
Wait, can you say the full title slower, please?
For black boys who have considered suicide when the hue gets too heavy. Apparently,
Hue?
yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, it's a really good show. He was assisted by Jade Hackett on that. It's at the Apollo Theatre for the next 6 weeks, according to Sophia's research. If there's any issues with anything I'm saying, Sophia did the research.
That show's on now?
Yeah.
And Jade was part of it?
Jade assisted Theo apparently, and he did the movement direction. It's a play. It's not a
Really?
dance theatre thing. It's a play.
I want to go see that.
It's
I like them
apparently
both.
it's really
Sounds
good.
I really like that. Like,
I think Jen saw it.
I know more about Jade's artistry than Theo's, but like from the bits I saw of what Jade does, I feel like she's got a really good mind for this stuff, man. So like, yeah. I want to go see that. That's really cool.
Yeah, sick. That sounds good. I would be down to maybe see it potentially. So the other things on the news are, I think that's it, to be honest.
Sick.
I don't know that there's any pressing bits. Although, guys, you can also send in news. If you want to send us news, if you're a podcast listener and you see stuff that's going on, please, we love a little bit of exchange and back and forth. So please send us some bits. I'm sure there's other things that are happening coming up. We have, I'll tell you what we do have. We have the Jam Festival starting next week, which I will be at. And then not this weekend, not the 8th and 9th, but the weekend after, we have not one event, not two events.
What?
Not three events.
Come on.
But 4 events.
Whoa.
Why are they all on the same date? Who knows?
Hey, man.
But
What's
they're
that?
West Country Clash,
Yeah.
Rotation Dance Exchange,
Yeah.
Ground Zero,
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
and shit.
Rotation? What is rotation dance?
Oh, Dance Your Style Birmingham.
Oh,
Wow.
4 events, 1 weekend. Don't make sense.
All on the same day, or like two Saturday, 2 Sunday, or three one day and one the other?
West Country, yeah. So West Country Clash is Saturday the 15th. Dance Your Style Birmingham is the Sunday the 16th. I think Groovenometry is Groovenometry. Rotation Dance Exchange is just checking, but I think it's
Wait, what is that one?
You don't want me to bring up what that one is.
Oh,
It's the
I just
15th.
seen the picture.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it's the old notorious Raisin Hands.
That's not the one you're
Raisin
judging, is
Hands.
it?
Oh, the Black Power.
No.
No.
Does this ring any bells? Sorry.
Oh, what? They picked the wrong winners.
Yeah.
Yo, why didn't I didn't hear anyone talk about that. I only heard it in private. That's
It's so
hilarious.
bad.
We did
Madison?
like 30 minutes on the pod about
Did
that whole
you?
event.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
fair
no,
enough.
we talked about
Really?
the
Oh,
whole
okay, fair
situation.
enough. That's hilarious.
Yeah. No, we talked about it.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Oh, mate, it's all right.
So
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
That's why I said.
Oh, you're pissed.
No, I'm not. I was pissed. I was fuming.
Yeah, man. What happened? Talk to us about it.
No, they already talk about it.
We
Yeah.
did talk about it a lot. Did we talk about it?
That's some more.
Did you?
No.
No.
Me and Abe talked about it. We laughed so much.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
like,
Oh, bless you, man. That
yeah,
sucks.
it was fun.
Anyway, so Jam Festival next week. There's also on the Friday night, if you are planning on coming down, there's classes all week from Tuesday to Friday. Thursday night, there's a light feet battle. Friday night, there's In the House, New Kid on the Block. So it's 1 over 18, 1 under 18. And then also a over 18, 7 to Smoke. I mean, I don't remember who won it last year, but probably someone really handsome and really
was
talented. And what? Oh, me.
It was
what?
definitely you, wasn't it? You were just against all the kids.
Hey. First of all. So anyway,
Never mind.
Listen, all right, I'm a fucking podcast. Give me a break. I'll take it. I'll take getting through prelims at this point in my career. Yeah, so that's the Friday night, and then obviously Saturday night is West Country Clash, which is the popping and hip hop, which is part of the Kingdoms League. So if you're inclined to come down to Swindon and enter the battle, get yourself some Kingdoms League points. Where are you on the league? Are you in it?
Let's not talk about it.
Where are you?
So you're not in it?
I don't know, probably like 50 or something.
50?
But here's the thing.
No, I'm going to find out.
I'm flopping hard.
Flopping hard. Come on,
just need to hire better judges, isn't it?
What, because you didn't win?
Exactly.
You're like, we need to pick judges that vote
I wish
for me.
I could show you. I'm not even.
You're not even bad. You're 12th. You complainer.
See, last year I was second at this point.
Who's above you? So Mechanical,
Going down quite a bit.
Camilla,
Martina,
Omni, Doc.
I thought that was Abe.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Oh, hold on. No, I lied. This is just after. Oh no, this is popping.
No, Mechanical's not above me. We have the same amount of points. Let's just get that right for a minute.
All right.
So is it alphabetical?
No, I think that is it.
Let me just see. Yeah.
Well, he's got the same amount of points as you.
No,
Okay,
wait,
yeah.
that's definitely not it because Cam's also got 8. And where's she? 4. Oh, that was just for.
Oh yeah, that's the battle. Right. Okay, hold
so
on.
they haven't put a final one out yet.
All right. Fucking hell. I'm not 12.
Yeah, I'm not fussed anyway. Whatever.
You're doing all right.
No, do you know what though? I'm not actually putting the same amount of effort in I did last year because I put a lot of effort in last year.
Yeah.
And it was great and I had a good fun, but I want to put my money into traveling this year.
Well, also you live far away. It's like it is a very like London-based thing.
Where'd you come last year?
3rd.
Is it?
Not bad. Yeah. So I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Why did I bring up Kingdoms? Oh, because of the West Country Clash.
So I will remain wherever I am because I'm not going to make it to West Country Clash.
Fair.
Yeah.
I will not be in the Kingdoms League this year, last year, or next year because I end up filming at every event.
Yeah, fair enough. Wait, are you filming this one?
I'm working for Kieran, so I'll be doing recaps and stuff. I'm not filming the battles this time.
Okay.
I will be there for the whole week. Did you hear about KhanFu getting in trouble?
No, what happened?
No.
You didn't?
No, what did he do?
That was quite funny. Well, he didn't really get in trouble. Basically,
Is it for something he said?
no. Which, if he was going to get in trouble for anything,
Yeah.
it would be something he said.
He's got some quick thumbs.
Yeah. Yeah. He's great. So KhanFu, have they still got it up or did they take it down? Yeah, so basically Stance posted, if I can find the clip, that would be even better, but I can't. So I'm going to keep saying words that fill the time until I've found it.
But you know what he said, just think really hard.
No, he
about
didn't
it.
say anything. So basically he was DJing at an event in, I want to say, I don't know where, somewhere. Nah, did they take it down? No way. Anyway, he was DJing and he did something where basically it's such a small thing. Like he played for the battles like 2 songs in each round. They did 2 rounds. So he was playing like the song. Oh, here it is. The song that DJ Khan. This is from Stance's caption that they posted. KhanFu spun battles where he'd play the original track round 1 and then the sample track round 2. So in this one, he posted, he played the Rimshot Dance Girl, and then the second round he played the Roots, the Web. So if you don't know those songs, because I don't. Cool, that's good. This is not playing.
You connected to something?
You're connected to something. Oh.
Let's go, Bill.
That's the first song.
So that's Dance Girl. There's the root.
So those are the 2 songs he played. Stance posted it, which I thought was cool because basically they made a thing saying like same sample, different rounds, and they kind of posted that he played it, which is cool. And then the comments went off. Basically, everyone was kind of saying, there's a DJ called Fox Boogie, who admittedly don't know much about, but it says he's a Philly-based scratch house DJ and b-boy. I guess a bit of an OG or whatever. But everyone was saying this is his like thing, and he did a mix in like 2014 where he put these 2 songs back to back, and everyone was like, "Oh, this isn't special. Like he did it years ago, and he's not getting props for it, basically, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, basically everyone was saying like, the thing is that I don't like on these type of things is like, everyone's saying it like it's KhanFu's fault. It's like, he just played a song. What if it was like a reference to it or whatever like that? Even if it is, and it's like, he doesn't own, it's not like they're his songs that he made. It's like, they're just 2 songs. It's like, it's not hard to think of, oh, maybe I'm going to play these things back to back. I used to go to, what's those? There used to be, I forget the name of the event that used to happen in London, but they used to have a whole night about it. It was called like Who Sampled Who or something. And it was like the whole DJ set for the whole night is one song after another, like song, sample. And it's like the whole night was that. It wasn't a breaking night. It was just a hip hop night. But, yeah, I mean, the idea is not like a brand new thing. It's not like a, I don't know. I don't think he ever claimed to be the first person to ever do it. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that everyone was going off and saying like all this stuff. But
King Richard said it.
Yeah. But I get it if you're frustrated that like the person that like did something cool doesn't get the recognition. And also if you think the person like intentionally bit the thing.
Yeah.
But if he was doing this for the whole battle, it's like, isn't it sooner or later like that song is going to come up if it's like a famous song that's in the breaking scene? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, wait, so before I like react, is it based on what Scheme said?
No, it's like everyone.
Is it everyone?
Yeah, like there's all loads of comments.
But are they, because a couple of people are referencing what Scheme said as well.
Because I think he came in and said like what everyone was trying to say. Like people were tagging this guy Fox Boogie already.
Okay.
And then Scheme.
Well, I mean, well, I'll have a read through, but it's like, I just don't get what everyone is so like offended by, man. It's like one, like people like bruv, I do that when I'm teaching an art class in college.
Yeah.
And I do it when I'm fucking in college, right? It's like, I'll play one song and I'll play with a sample where it's sampled from whatever. It's like, it's not, like at one point it was an original idea, whether it's was it Fox Boogie, sorry?
Yeah.
Whether it's him who was the first person to ever do that or whatever, like cool, whatever, right? But it's like yeah, it's a cool concept, and like yeah, this person may have done it first, right? But like one, why are you offended? Just say, oh yo, sick. I remember when Fox did
like
that.
You make it a positive thing.
Yeah, it's
like shout out to Fox Boogie who also did this.
Exactly, like Fox Boogie was the first person I heard do it. Shout out to him, but big out KhanFu or whatever like this. But it's like, it's like I don't know, man. It's what are you doing, bro? Like I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. But
I know what you mean, but it's like when people like make stuff super negative, it's kind of like, what? Why are you? I don't know. What
are we getting upset about?
Yeah.
KhanFu commented and said, appreciate the love from people, and also laughing face emoji at the other comments, because this mix isn't anything special and has been done many times by many DJs. I've heard this done before 2014 by one of my elders namely Timber. So for me, this is a homage to them. I don't tend to plan too much when it comes to playing in battles, and this was pure coincidence and freestyle. Happy to see people support their day ones, which is a great thing. But like Scheme been saying, nothing new here. Stunts just wanted to share a moment in time, so shout out to them. I'm sure I won't be the last DJ to do this particular transition either, and I'm definitely not claiming to be the first, which I think is pretty level-headed response.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if he's posted the video himself.
Well, yeah, I mean, they collabed with him, so.
Even if he did, man.
Yeah, but it's not as if he's posted it saying, oh, look
like,
at what I did.
look what I did. He's just like, someone captured it and posted it. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Even that as well, man. Like when you talk about like when people say that particular mix, it's like it's such a niche thing. It's like you're bound to come across this thing, right? It's like we have breaking battles for the last 2 decades, and it's like if 2 people do that same concept, it's likely they're going to play the same tracks after another. Because like how many breaking tracks that people know and like to dance to are there that have been sampled that we have access to that both can be danced to? It's like I'm sure that it's not like there aren't tens of millions of songs. It's probably like a few hundred, maybe a couple thousand at most, and it's like, and then you've got to pick the popular ones. Surely like repeats of things are going to happen, man. Like just calm down, bro.
I think it's songs are not like, that's kind of one of the things about being a DJ, I guess, is that like you can't copy unless you do what I know, like Nobunaga used to do that. I don't know if he still does, but it's like get beats that are made specifically for him that he doesn't put online. It's like the only way you can hear me play this. Oh, sorry. The only way you can hear this song is if I play it. Like, so it's like, unless you do that, whereas like the song was made specifically for you, how can someone like steal your song? It's a song that's online. So it's like, it's just like in dance when we talk, like, I think there's the concept of people biting, and then there's people just like, oh, he did something that vaguely looks like something that I thought of like 20 years ago. It's like, bro, like, that wasn't a bite where someone stole your move. It's like you just had a parallel thought And it's like, it's like, oh yeah, I put my hand on my head and like put the hand through and did a thread with my head. And it's like, oh, that's a bite. It's like, bro, we've all done that. Like there's babies that just started dancing and did that. It's like, you know, or whatever the thing might be.
I had that exact same thing because I've bitten people before, and it's like, yeah. I'm fucking Mike Tyson, I don't know. And like, but it's like, it sounds mad, but to say this, but it's like almost accidentally because like I'll see a move that I really like, and I'll just be playing with it just because it's fun. And then because like repetition happens in your body in it, when you get into a moment of like freedom or like kind of not thinking in a dance battle, you just do. And I end up doing the move and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's someone else.
You know, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then people call me out on it and I'm like, yeah, man, it was a dick move. Like, I
yeah, but you're not going out there like, yeah, I'm going to get away with this.
I'm not posting up being like, yo, I'm fucking sick or whatever. But like, then other times, I remember I used to play with Fred's loads, pop in, and there was a guy from up north, I can't remember his name.
I think I remember this.
You remember this? Yeah, and he's just like, I remember I posted up like, and he was like, yeah, man, you took my move. And I was like, brother,
I don't even know who you are.
He was like, you fucking, yeah, I was like, oh, brother, I didn't know you still dance. Like,
you know the Thanos thing when he sees Wonder, he's like, I don't even know who you are.
But really, and then he went on some mad like
rant,
but like path to figure out how I'd bit him. And I remember
we were in the same event.
Yeah, but it was like
your second cousin went to a birthday party that my uncle was at.
Almost that ridiculous. I remember just being like, bruv, man, you gotta chill, bro. Like, he's smoking too much or some shit like this. I don't know.
But it's such a like thing where you feel special if someone big has bitten your move, and not just you both happen to throw the same thing or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big up KhanFu and big up Stance and big up Scheme and Fox Boogie.
Yeah, for sure. But like you weren't the first person to say that, so you weren't the first person to say big up those people. So you're actually a biter, and you should really stop that.
Oh yeah, we'll big up to my elders.
All right, I have something to admit.
What's your admission?
I'm not the first person with a podcast.
No way.
Fuck.
I knew you weren't.
No, I'm sorry. I
knew you weren't.
I'm sorry. I have to say it. Other people have had podcasts before.
I knew it.
Shit, man.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you upload this and not every episode that you upload, you don't thank those people for letting you copy them.
You know what? I have to also make another. There's been other dance podcasts before.
Wait.
Been about dance as well. I'm sorry.
What? Tell me some other dance podcasts. No, seriously.
Canes.
Well, yeah, Ins and Out podcast. He's more in the commercial scene.
I've not watched this, but I've seen it because you had them on the thing.
It's good.
You know who I used to watch?
Who?
Robert Moraine.
Fuck, what's his name?
Yeah, there's been a lot of like dance YouTubers.
What's his name? Tick Tick Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did he do a podcast or was he more like YouTube videos?
Yeah,
Tick, Tick,
I guess
Pop.
YouTube videos, I suppose.
Tick Tick Pop.
You must have seen it. He just used to what?
It's Jen, don't worry.
Oh,
It's Funkmeyer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was
savage.
a sick dance commentator.
Mm.
Like it was a shame he stopped. He stopped after his interview with Bruce in it, but he had such a good mind for it.
Yeah. But then
And it's
also
funny
people
too.
got really offended sometimes.
Yeah, I saw that just because he had
Can't
bloody.
even be any more closer to this mic.
And we're back. So, yeah, as I just realized, we didn't introduce the guests. So, on my right, on your left, we have Mr. Lee Putman, who you know and love. He's going to pull something out of his pocket. The famous Lee tissues. Salah, basically. A snottier Salah.
I can make a rose out of one of them.
No, you can't.
I swear to God.
What, the one with his
Have you
bogies
got
in it?
bogies on it?
Yeah, I got as a clean one. Go on then.
Give me it.
And while she does that, on my left, on your right, we have Lucia, aka Motherfunk.
Hi.
The gem, what's it called? The gem of the Scottish dance scene.
Is that real?
I don't know. There's another phrase that I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of it. But yeah, Scotland's very own Glasgow, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is very interesting what you're doing, making this rose,
I'm gonna make a rose. Oh.
especially for the people who only listen to this. This is really interesting for
I
them.
forgot about them.
Guys, she's making a rose.
Talk them
She's
through it.
yeah.
Just
Talk them
do,
through it.
like some little. No. Continue because it takes a while. I'll talk to you in a minute. No, wait. Did you want to ask me a question about myself?
Yeah, tell us about the Scottish scene.
Oh, so I mean, I love the Scottish scene, to be honest. I know I want to move to London, but I'm gonna miss it lots because it's just very like wholesome, and I feel like people work really hard. The ones that really want it, they work super hard, and it's not right on their doorstep to go to class every week and to have like amazing training all the time. So yeah, I mean, I love training in Scotland. I think it's I think it's just where I feel the most comfortable. You know, I love coming to London as well, but it's just so much more comfortable back home.
What? Because obviously you're from Glasgow.
Yep.
I know there's some people in Edinburgh.
Yep.
Where else is there people, or is that it?
Oh, actually,
Dance scene wise, I mean.
yeah. So I teach.
Obviously, Scotland has a more population than just 2 cities, but yeah.
I teach in a school in Fife called Zodiac.
Fife, that's cool.
Yeah, and they have some sick kids.
I've heard of Zodiac.
Yeah, they have some sick kids. And then there's also Rhythm Nation, which is, I'm only naming a few, which is in Aberdeen, which is far. Like, that one is far out. But I feel like the ones like that are the ones with like sometimes a higher level. Maybe because they're like so far
Yeah, they have to push.
out of the loop. Yeah, that they have to push.
And it's more like, I guess, camaraderie. Like, if they're the only ones, they're like, all right, let's like stick together and do this. But battle scene wise, it's Glasgow the strongest. If you had to go scene for scene.
I would say so. Sometimes it changes though, it depends. I would say so, but we have done like Edinburgh versus Glasgow before, and in my opinion, Glasgow smoked them. So, but yeah, I mean, they do have a good scene.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
It's funny though, because isn't Edinburgh like a way bigger city?
I don't have a clue if Edinburgh's a bigger city or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you ready to see my rose? Because I'm nearly done.
Okay, people listening at home who aren't watching, Lucy has made a rose out of a tissue paper that was in Lee's pocket with bogies on it.
No, it doesn't have bogies on it.
Well, you only know that because Lee said it, not because you actually checked.
Well, it's got
Lee,
snot
you're
on it.
going to be so impressed at my art. Just you wait.
I don't know. My students say that every week.
No, but for real,
I'm
like,
never impressed by their work. So
just wait.
I mean, that's what you said before your exhibition, and I mean, just joking.
ouch.
I learned this in... Oh, wait, it's going to flop. Wait, are you ready? You can already see it, but maybe I'll do like a little
I'm sorry,
flop.
guys. I'm sorry for this.
Oh, no, I ruined it. It's fine.
She promised to come with interesting
Ta-da!
topics, and oh, look, I can see Lee's bogey hanging off.
By the way, isn't that sick?
Mm,
Lee, what do you think?
it's not terrible.
What do I think?
Yeah. I mean, you handed me a square.
And now it's a
Now
crumpled
it's a
square.
rose.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of things. More specifically, what do you want?
Tell me just the positive stuff.
Just the positives.
Yeah.
It looks like a flower.
Yes. No, it's a rose.
What's a rose?
A flower that
There you
is
go.
like... Okay, fair enough. Oh, well, you can keep it. That's fine.
And tell us about Dime Stop Collective. No, were they called Dime Stop? Just Dime Stop Family.
Yeah, the Dime Stop Collective.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
What is it, and how did it start, and how come you're the only people in the country that do strutting?
Oh,
Strutting is sick.
Strutting is sick.
okay. I'm gonna try my best here. So, Dime Stop started in 2013. Tesco is the leader of the crew, and I'm gonna probably get a lot of things wrong here, but he can correct me. I think he went to live in Korea.
Tesco?
Yeah. But he's also a geography teacher.
Oh,
And his
What?
his wife is a primary teacher as well. So I think they went there to work, like to teach. I don't know if they were both teaching English or... Because, you know, like a lot of people go elsewhere to teach English, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if they were working there. And I think that he got put in contact with someone there. I'm probably totally wrong about this. And they showed him strutting. I don't know what year this was, but I just know that then I think he came back to Glasgow and started the Dime Stop.
sick.
Yeah.
And why do they need to have white gloves on?
I don't know, because it makes your hands look pretty.
Ah, that's a.
I'm
fair
probably wrong. Like, I'm
No,
just
it's almost
having a
definitely
guess.
wrong, but that's fair. Sick. And so, when did you join?
Good question. When did I join? What year is it?
2023.
Oh, mate, I don't know. Like
For those at home
About-
listening, she's counting on her fingers.
about 2000. Oh yeah, about 2018. I
19.
think. 18.
Very
Oh.
funny.
Yeah,
Sick.
I think I joined in 2018.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else on the Scottish scene? Who should we look out for? Who's next up? Who come in town to smoke us?
I mean, obviously, number one, I would say is Kid Turf.
Yeah.
My little bro.
Well, we already know about him. Like,
I know.
Turf and Noodles are like
Yeah,
they're on
I
the London
suppose-
radar, I feel like.
I think, Noodles was about a bit before Kenzie, I feel like. Or he was winning a bit more, but then now Kenzie's obviously reached that level as well, so now he's coming out.
You guys have a ton of UDO stuff as well up there, right?
Yeah,
It's
like
the big
if
scene.
you want to teach in dance schools, move to Scotland.
Yeah, Hazza
booming.
kills it up there for
Yeah,
that.
you
innit?
know that. Yeah.
I got to ask you about something later on, but we'll do off the pod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's booming. There's a lot of dance schools.
Mm.
But I don't know, like there's some kids, like a few of us have some kids that we're training. It's more just about like, and I think you mentioned this in the other one as well, all they have is UDO. Like they don't have battles, and like if they do want to go to battles, they have to travel. They're not used to traveling. And then obviously you don't win a trophy. So it's like, why am I going to travel all that way to win nothing?
Yeah.
Or to know that the only person that wins is first place.
Yeah. There's not like, and UDO is like you get a trophy all the way down and
Yeah.
you feel like you achieved something. I think, we've definitely got to have a look at the battle structure and having a bit more like participation shit, just for retention of younger people, to be honest, which is going to help the amount of people that enter, which is going to help the money that we can afford to pay prizes and whatever. So I think it all kind of circles round if we can get more people into the events. But
because I feel like we're always like the younger generation are always hanging on a piece of thread. It's like we have no clue if anyone is going to actually pick this up from us and take it on and want to carry things on. We're just looking at them like, keep coming.
and it's like they come and then get their heads kicked in for like years.
Yeah.
And then it's like even the ones that are like supremely talented, like Slayer, it's like he's still not winning all the, like, you know what I mean? And he's like is way above a lot of people his age, and it's like he's still, even if he's doing really well, it's still like semis, sometimes finals, but he's not like winning all this stuff. So it's like, bro, how long you have to be doing this to get a win, let alone like multiple wins.
Yeah. Also in terms of like,
and even when you do, it's 100 quid.
for real. I just think in general, like,
This scene's a mess.
for real, I swear. I just think in general though, we need to do more for the younger generation.
Yeah, that's why I always shout out the new movements battles, because I think having something that's only for them, like a little playground for them to just get wins, do things, and like feel like they're achieving stuff in without us being there, like breathing down their neck, is like really a good thing.
Yeah,
I think the age categories, even the thing from UDO, like the age categories works. I think one thing I will say about UDO is like people in the battle scene kind of want to like turn their nose up at UDO, and it's like even if you don't like the actual way they do things, it doesn't mean there's not a lot we can learn, because they retain a lot of people. There are a lot of people that come year after year after year after year to go to UDO. Same with something like Move It, and it's like you might not like UDO, but what can we learn from how they're doing things? And like for me, one of the biggest things is like this idea that I've said this a million times, but like when we did I studied events management in uni, and one of the modules was sports events, and one of the things they said is like the more people that can feel like they achieve something at your event, the more they'll come back. So that's why a lot of events have like trophies for like not only first, second, third, but then they have fourth, fifth, sixth, blah 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 blah, like especially the younger kids events and stuff. Because if you're 17th place and you get a trophy, you're like, oh, I came top 17 or whatever. And it's like, you'll come back next year. Whereas, where I was thinking, it's like one person gets celebrated over the entire event, maybe two if there's two categories. But it's like, even like say in WDSF, where they have now like first and second, and then they have a battle for third place, which is something we did at the UMA battles in 2011. Anyway.
Which battles is this that's doing that?
WDSF. They're like, because they need to do it for the rankings. But even in our things, like, why not do one extra battle and give someone third place? And say first, second, third in the battles, like the two losers from the semis battle again. And then you can have a podium, even the top three, you know, give them a little something, give them a fucking t-shirt or something. But like, so people feel like they got something. Oh, I came third at this event.
But there's options for this, man. I mean, like, the thing is as well, like that when we're talking about doing stuff for the youngers, it's like, why don't we just build better infrastructure at these events, right? Like, for example, there are people get funding for these events, and instead of spending it on competent judges, for example, that can do the job well, that are in the country already, that they don't need to fly in, right? Which we have like half a dozen of at least for any given style. They they fly in names to judge, pay them loads, and then still give like £100 or £200 for the winners, right? Why not pay a normal judge a normal amount, right? Save all those fees and pay the top 16.
Yep.
Right, for anyone
Hell
who gets
yeah.
right, like, and have a bracket. So like the top 16. So if you get to top 16, you get 50 quid immediately.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
shout out to Marceau for Create Battle. It's not necessarily like a street dance battle, but his one that he does in Birmingham, it's like experimental battle. But he hires these 3 judges and he does a top 8. I think he has some guests. One qualifies on the day, one qualifies online or something like that. But everyone in the top 8 gets 100 quid. Because it's funded and it's like they all get paid to be there from the beginning, and then there's a prize for the winner.
but what I'm saying is like that's sick, right? But if these street dance events, if people are getting like 5, 10, 15k funding, you could do it so that you're like, yeah, you got the same the environments that we've got. Like we're not like the only thing I ask for is provide chairs. That's it, right? I'm like, some of us are dads and we've got dodgy knees, knees and kids. Let us sit down,
old.
right? I don't want to sit on the floor, but like what I'm saying is like, why don't you like give people a price point? So everyone in the top 16 gets 50. Everyone in the top 8 gets like 75, and then 100 and 100. But it's like, so you can get more money than what you go through, but everyone feels like there's something for them to be able to scaffold and win in there. And it's like, you've got, bro, the amount of people that will go to an event if everyone in the top 16 is getting paid. Can you imagine how packed your prelims would be?
Yeah.
I think they had a breaking battle like that, didn't they?
Yeah, the one in the States. What was it?
Silverback.
Yeah. But that was like big money.
Perfect.
But that was like big
Ran by a
funding as
millionaire,
well.
yeah. But it's like, but what I'm saying is that, yeah, you don't even need that big funding, bro. Literally, you go to these councils, get some grants or whatever, and you could do that, pay the dancers.
Just budget your money better and stop spending like $5,000 on flying a judge over.
Get a competent,
just because they're famous.
Because it's like the idea of getting that judges so people come to the event. If you use that same money to pay the dancers and use competent judges, which we've got, like all you're doing is contributing to your own scene.
Yeah.
Like you're paying the judges that are in your scene in your country, and you're paying the dancers. It just seems to make more sense, isn't it? But
yeah, agreed.
I don't know,
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much on board with all of that. But yeah, I think sometimes people put on events and they're not trying to do anything different or new. And if they are, it's like big things with that. Oh, we're going to do a whole big new concept, or we're going to have a new way of this. It's like, do something big where it's like, when no one's going to know about it besides the people. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we really are doing this thing, but it's like the only people that know are the people who get paid in the event. You know what I mean? These type of like you said, like infrastructural changes. Yeah. Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Your exhibition?
I did an exhibition.
You did do an exhibition.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
So that's been Lee's exhibition.
You just do like a little cut anyway, just so it looks like we cut it all out.
Yeah. We can't talk about any of that.
That's funny. Yeah, I did an exhibition last Thursday. Well, I'm doing an exhibition.
True, it's still up.
Yeah, I've got an exhibition in the gallery in Peckham, South London. It's called the Curious Kudu Gallery. It's at 117 Queen's Road in Peckham.
Oh, he memorised the address and everything.
Right?
Come on, next to Peckham Overground Station. That's not Peckham Rye Station. That's Peckham Overground Station, South London. But yeah, the reason it's relevant for this is because the series that I'm promoting there, I've got 6 pieces of work, and they're all about movement, but specifically representing street dance in a fine art context. So last year I worked with 3 dancers, Camilla, Breaks and Abe, all poppers, and for different reasons, because their movements are quite specific to what it is that I appreciate about popping. And I've basically representing them in a street dance context. So I'm making fine art paintings about them, and I'm trying to introduce that kind of aesthetic into the fine art world. And and it went round a fucking storm. We had the capacity, I think, for the night was last Thursday was the private viewing night. It was like 7 till 9. It went on till 10. I think capacity was like 40 for the place, but like after like 45 minutes, it was like 50 were in there, and it was like 1 in, 1 out. And had some nice people from this, like gallery owners, curators, some big artists, and yeah, we kind of got a lot of eyes and got to talk about basically just street dance to the fine art world. It was really cool for like 3 hours. It was fucking really cool.
Sick. And can we see the work? Where can we see it?
Yeah, so I've got I posted up a little reel today showing some of the pictures off on my Instagram. I haven't actually posted up pictures of each works yet. I'll be doing that over the next like 2 weeks. Because I want to incentivize people to go and actually see them at the gallery. If you want to go see it at the gallery, there are dates which I'll give to Luke and he can put in the bio, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'll put them on my Instagram as well. But if you want to meet up with me, go to the gallery, have some lunch or whatever, let me know. If I don't know you, I probably won't. But
Doing proper meet and greets.
you know what it is. I just like talking with people about the work, and I'm also like because I've got the next part of the project where I'm taking it. It's going to take like a few months to sort out because of what it is that I want to have for the next exhibition.
Yes, I will be in your pictures. Fine.
Thank you very much. But I'm going to be working with Warren on the next part of the series. But I'm always looking, now I'm looking for new dancers to kind of work with and to see what I can make of it. So if you fancy having some fine art made of yourself and you want to know what it's about, have a look at my page, ask me about it. And and if you're interested, let me know.
Can I
man.
ask a question?
Yeah, man.
So say like, can you just move your head a wee bit? So like, say I come right and I'm like, oh, I really like this piece. I want to buy it.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Good question.
Get a
So
suitcase full of 20s.
get a lot of money.
Meet him under a bridge late at night.
Okay.
with a baseball cap. So the prices on the works are all in the gallery.
Okay.
So basically they sell it there for me. So you can
Okay.
you can just ask them. You can just say, "Yo, I want to buy that piece over there. I've got
50 grand a piece.
for X amount of money."
And then do you
60.
just give them the actual piece, or do you like? Because I've seen you do prints or something. What is the difference?
Yeah, you get the original.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Prints
yeah.
are a different thing.
But then that's like gone. Like.
Yeah, then you get it.
feel-
Yeah, but so on that, like I won't sell my work to just anyone.
Oh.
So in my original, my prints, people can have some prints, but I'll only sell a certain amount of prints when I'm opening them up. I was meant to open them up in January, but something bad happened, so I couldn't. But with regards to my prints, I'm going to do like a certain amount because I don't want everyone to have my work. I want it there to be some exclusivity.
I've got one in my office on the wall.
No way.
He's actually got the first painting I ever made.
First painting he ever made. You know how rich I'm going to be when he gets assassinated one day?
She's gone.
Try and guess which one it is.
The only painting there.
She might not. No. Can't even figure out the light switch.
Brilliant.
Can you guess which one it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, the lady. Who is that? Yeah, Lee, who is that? Which famous figure is that the first ever painting that you did that's sentimentally hung up on my wall? Who is that?
Some girl on Pinterest.
Is it?
Yeah. No, it's like it was literally that was the first time I ever picked up a paintbrush and tried making art, and so it's
Fucking
obviously
good, innit?
What age were you?
I was only about 4.5 years ago. So
I thought you were gonna say
I was only 4.5.
This is what-
Just makes a perfect like painting.
yeah. So I was like 28 or whatever, or 29. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I could do that still. I've got time to learn how to do like you.
Yeah, man.
Do you want to say your theory on that, on people learning to paint?
Yeah, it's a learnable
draw.
skill. Like it's like, look, not everyone's going to be able to do it, of course. Like if you believe that everyone can do anything, then you haven't
Tried to do anything.
Yeah, you haven't tried to, but you haven't seen the type of people out in the world. Like some people
Yeah,
are just,
yeah, fair
but you know what I mean? Like, and I'm saying the next thing with the most love and care that I can say this, but I teach at a college and I lecture at a college in South London as well, and there's a lot of SEN students in there as well.
Yeah, true. There's
SEN,
like special needs.
yeah,
But yeah, so like
special
some people
educational
don't
needs.
have the facilities that everyone else does, and
Yeah, and it's just like you're just not like. There are some things you got to like for like kind of take it into some extremes. Like I'm never going to be able to run faster than Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work like that. I'm not going to be able to play professional football as well as Cristiano Ronaldo from now. Like it just doesn't work.
Like some people have more of an affinity to some things than other people.
And it's about timing sometimes as well, right? So it's like some things you're just not going to be able to do, man. But it's so no, not everyone can do everything, but I believe that there is a lot of people that can do art. Like in short, I would say that the reason I believe that a lot of people could do art is because we as humans create things to do based on the things that we're capable of doing.
Okay.
We're capable of observing things, and then we're capable of moving things, and we're capable of making marks and copying things.
Got ya.
So we have this thing called art. Right, so we make this thing based around what we can do. It's not like we're saying, all right, cool, well, there's this sport and it's about telepathy. We're like,
Right.
you know, it's like,
all based on human functionality kind of thing.
yeah, right. So it's like, it's a lot of it's built around things that most people are already going to be competent at as well, like looking at things and remembering or whatever. And then the rest is just learnable skills. So it's like observation, just conditioning your arm or whatever. But the most important thing is in your mind. Like it really is. Like the one thing I try and say to people a lot is same thing with dance is like I'm not going to critique your ideas.
Yeah.
Like play with whatever it is that you want to play with. If you want to draw this or you want to dance with this concept, go for it.
Yeah.
I just want to help you be more effective in getting to the thing that you want to get to.
Yeah.
That's it. And there are better ways to get to that, and there are or more effective ways, and there are ineffective ways. And with art, I just don't believe that anyone is particularly talented at art. I believe that people have certain attributes that make them kind of more naturally susceptible to that thing. So like some people might be better at memorizing, so you might have a photographic memory so you can copy things, or
like hand-eye coordination is stronger, which I think is your thing.
Yeah,
like, I think you just like art, but your hand-eye coordination is really good and you just chose to apply it to art.
Yeah, I think my hand-eye coordination, my short-term memory, and then I think my affinity for learning things, I think is quite good. And I think though that like art just facilitates that quite well. And if you're curious as well, things like art and science are going to bode really well for you, right?
Yeah.
And same like dance or whatever like this, it's just going to bode really well. But then like you might have like other things. So like someone like you or like Brooke, for example, or Kashmir, you're very very good at organizing your or structuring yourselves. So when I look at you dance, it's like there's so like the biggest benefit I think you guys have is clarity. Like whenever I watch any of you free dance, I'm like, oh cool, I know exactly what's happening all the time, and it's so digestible, and that I can consume it to any level that you want to show me. And it's like not all dancers have that, but that's not all dancers' strengths.
Right.
You know, and it's like in art you have different strengths and whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I would say like basically anyone can try to learn. Most people I think can do quite well at it. And then there are the exceptional few based on a large number of attributes that excel at it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So are you going to start doing painting?
Nope, definitely not.
Definitely not. My son says that.
No, I just, I don't know. I did it in school, and then I feel like whatever's in my head, it's just not what comes out.
That's me dancing.
Actually, I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
You have like images in your head? Like,
This is like a fucking nutcase.
Do you hear voices?
you know how some people can't hear their self-talk, or they can't see.
They don't have an inner monologue yet.
Yeah, but then also some people can't see images. Like if you close your eyes, you can picture an apple, right?
Yeah.
Right. Some people don't have that.
Yeah.
Really?
Do you think that there's also like really good artists who also don't have that?
Yeah.
So interesting. And dancers as well, because I feel like I live a lot here with dance as well.
Yeah. Interesting.
How do they live?
How does it live?
Just go around, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I would love to speak to someone, but then they don't even know, because they don't know what it feels like
True.
to have the opposite.
Yeah.
But I find that with people who like, it's not quite the same thing, but it's my same like confusion when, and if you probably don't have this, but like people that don't understand like the structure of music, like that aren't like, if I was like, oh, count to 8 while you dance, and they're like, oh, I can't really count or like they're like, often based on like, especially in like hip hop songs, but like the pattern of the music, like within 2 counts, I can tell you that what count we're on. So I'm like, oh, that's the 5 or the 6.
Yeah.
Like not like, I don't have to wait until the 8 is finished to go, oh, that's when it starts.
Yeah.
It's like you turn it on, you're like, and you hear like a melody of like, na, 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 like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's like people don't understand like the structure of music. And I'm like, so, because in my head, like let's say when I'm popping, it's like I hear like the snare, and then I hear the bits in between the snare, and I'm basing it all on like the structure of how the music is created around the drum pattern and all the layers on top, right? But then I'm like, so people that don't understand this or can't really get to grips with it and can't count and whatever, I'm like, so you're just hearing a bunch of stuff happen at random and you're trying to dance to it. Like that stresses me out so much.
Well, because you see those people where there's like, we had that in, like when we used to train people in Watford or whatever, and they, for the life of them, for like 2-3 years, they could not get on beat. Like it was like, and it's like, so we have this thing in popping, obviously if you watch this I'm sure you're aware, but if not, just in case, popping is the idea of contracting and relaxing your muscles on beat, usually to the 2, which is the snare. So right, and the idea is that we had someone in the people that we've trained where for like 2-3 years they were just guessing. They could not get it.
Or they'll like hit on a snare, and then the next thing they'll hit on like a kick, and then they'll hit on like cat, boom, boom, and they're just like randomly like firing their muscles on random sounds.
But then they would miss some of them. Sometimes they just wouldn't hit anything, and it's like, and it's you're right. It's what I'm like what are you hearing?
What were you teaching them?
We're trying to teach them just to fucking hear music. Jesus Christ.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Should we watch this Jungle video?
Jungle. Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the new Jungle video, Lucia? Lucia,
I'm going to
have
tell
you
you.
fucking seen it?
Lucia.
Lucia,
No, don't start.
don't start. Don't start. saying
Lucia, pass me the
Lucia.
fucking crisp.
No, what was that? That was Irish. No, it wasn't.
Right, listen to me.
Listen
Listen
to me.
to me.
Listen to me. I can't
Listen
not
to me.
do it.
That's because you're so English.
Go on then.
So English.
You're
Disgusting.
English. You're English as
Oh, I
well.
told you to put that on the buttons.
What?
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Right,
Jungle
anyways.
Go on.
So, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Jungle are
No, not Jungle Book. Jungle.
Jungle are a group of musicians
Okay.
who make music.
Okay.
Yes?
What, you're asking me or you're telling me?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, no.
'Cause, like,
I
I-
think it's a band.
The only thing I know about Jungle Forever is that dancers in
The
the
scene.
UK are in their video.
No, the one is 9 days ago.
But like, are they famous? Like,
Yeah, they're very big. And so the director of the video is called Charlie. This is the third video we've reacted to that he's done, and I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. And I asked him, I was like, "Can you tell me the pronunciation?" And he goes, "Nah, it'd be funnier if you just try and figure it out on the phone."
no way.
It's Di Placido.
No, let me read it. Where is it?
Okay.
Let me read it.
Oh, you'll
Is
see it
it
there.
his second name?
Yeah, his second name, this one. That I always like. Look at the top.
Oh,
Well, I was saying, is it Charlie De Placido or De Placido? And we kept doing it for ages.
De Placido.
yeah.
De Placido.
But it's
And then he
like,
wouldn't tell me how to pronounce
you have
it.
to have it because there's a gap between the D and the P, right? So you
Yeah.
have to say, it has to be like,
D.
it's not like De Placido, it's like Di Placido.
Ah, so you think it
Has-
might be De Placido?
But, it could be, where's he from? Is he from Portugal?
I don't know.
Then maybe it's like Di
Italian, I
Placido.
thought.
Oh,
Whether
so
it's
there is.
Di
There's a
Placido.
space.
I'm going to say Placido. Di Placido. Charlie Di Placido.
Oh.
I'm going to say Di Placido. No, shout out to Charlie. Like he's directed a couple of these Jungle videos and another one that we watched that was by a group called Nothing But the Girl. Really dope videos. Always does like one take stuff, which is always sick,
I
especially with
love one take.
Yeah, he's a
That's it.
killer, man. He works with great dancers, like always fire. I haven't watched this video, so we might be setting this up and then we don't like it. But
Wow, man.
yeah, always works with great
I left you some.
dancers. Dying.
By the way, you didn't have any.
No, I'm alright. And yeah, just it's always dope, basically. And it's become a capsule tradition to react to all of the Jungle videos that come
All
out.
of Charlie Di Placido's
Also-
video.
A little exclusive straight from Charlie himself,
Oh, go on, Charles.
which hasn't been released to the public for them to know yet. But he said I'm allowed to leak it on here. Or maybe I can't say that he said I'm allowed to leak it. Maybe I'm just supposed to pretend I don't. I found out this information somehow. I'm leaving this in.
Leave it in.
But basically, they're going to do a whole album of like I don't know if it's like a visual album, but a whole album of these one take videos for like I don't know how many there is going to be. Maybe like 10, maybe 12. But yeah, this is one of a few that are about to come out in a row.
Will it all be like continuous, like one take? Like he's going to connect them all?
Oh, that would be cool. I don't
would
think so
be
though. I think
Charlie,
they're all
that'd be
different.
sick. Is it? So he's like, is he like the music? Is this a music video? Is that what he does?
So Jungle are a group. Yeah, he's the music video director. So he's not a dancer. He's just a director.
Is he like the Tarantino of music directors?
In all of music directors in all of the world, maybe not, but he's pretty damn good.
He's
Yeah.
from where, UK?
Yeah.
Is he
well,
from
as
here?
in like he
Yeah,
lives. Well, I guess he lives here.
Di
He
Placido.
works on all these. This is like a UK based thing. So
Oh, wait. Are Jungle Forever? Are they just called Jungle or Jungle Forever?
I think Jungle Forever is just their social media. I think
They're
they're Jungle.
UK as well?
Oh, I don't know. Should we look that up?
No, let's watch
Maybe.
it. Oh yeah, go on. There you go.
We can.
I got too excited. I think I've got sugar rush.
Oh, okay.
Oh, have you got sugar?
Sugar.
You said, "Hey, look, a flower."
So I got sugar rush.
When did you eat sugar?
I had a cookie earlier.
All right, I can't find it. All right, let's just watch a video. All right. So yeah, shout out to Charlie. I mean, he really does do good work every time I've seen this thing. And he I think Nate's in this, Dylan's in this, a few others, but like they always do good shit every time they do.
Let's go get it.
Let's go get it.
Contentus Maximus, take one.
a little behind the scenes vibe to start. I love a good one take. I love how they all appear.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's very good already.
You know what would be sick? Is if Jungle did like a show with this live. So you can watch the stuff live. Like if they recreated their music videos like this on stage.
Oh, this is fun.
That would be sick, actually. Yeah.
Like, cause this would already look like a sick like theatre show. Let's go, Nay. Dylan, David Cottle's there. Oh, and it's, do you know Shay from Holland?
No.
Kenzo's brother, he choreographed it.
Oh, okay.
I love popping.
Yeah, that's sick. It looks so clean.
Who choreographed all this?
Shay, that's what I just said. Dying, just not listening to me. just zoned out so much.
I was just taking it all in.
Well, Charlie, you did a good job. He's not even listening to me. Stefan as well.
Where's Shay from?
Shay's from Holland.
That was cool.
This is cool.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is sick.
Nice.
I do like when there's like popping choreo is like done with a bit of creativity.
Yeah, it's so
I like
abstract.
this. I like that the person comes off and then goes into the next.
Starts
Like,
the next
yeah,
thing.
this is very. That's a good a good way to transition. I like that. Well done,
You know
Shay.
what I think is one of the more underrated things of Brooke's career is, you know what I'm going to say?
Go on.
No, the Aluna George video.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite things Brooke's ever done.
Yeah. Ditto. I've got so many funny stories about that video.
I was there,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't. I wasn't in any rehearsals with you lot. Love the lighting, love the simplicity of the set. Really nice. All of the dancers are sick performers.
Yeah.
I love it. Because it's like the popping skills, there's a lot of poppers that could do this choreo. It's not like hard choreo, but it's like not anyone could perform it, especially for camera.
And what's interesting is like this kind of acting is like it's
Yeah.
weird is that they're all doing the same amount of like kind of like quote unquote like overdone acting. Like it's just I don't know. It's really kind of.
A little touch over the top of like smiley, whatever.
But even just like the gestures that they're doing, they're all a bit over the top, almost like kind of like the Great Gatsby kind of
Oh,
feel.
nice.
But it's like all of them are doing it. It's like it's really like
They've directed it really well so that everyone's on the same vibe, which I think you need.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that was really good.
sick.
I love a bit of simplicity as well. Like this is what I love with his videos as well, where it's like,
Oh, there's more.
That is a break, ladies and gentlemen. A real 15 minutes, please. And then it's I've Been in Love featuring Channel Trade.
that might be like the next.
Oh, okay.
That might be the next one.
Nice.
That is a little Easter egg, maybe.
Oh, that's
there's more
cool. I
coming
like
out.
eggs.
Nice.
Bless you though. I bet they're all the things that he's going to put in the album.
Sick.
Oh,
Are these all new ones?
no, but then they would have had to film it to show it.
Yeah, but I think they filmed all of them.
Oh, they have
I
already?
think so. I think they filmed all of them. Maybe they are going to link all together.
Oh,
I'm a
surely.
genius.
That's sick.
Shut
Charlie
up.
de Placido, I am a genius. You're a genius.
Yo, if they all link together like that, that's going to be sick.
That's sick. Did I figure it out?
What do
Is
you
it-
think? What are your thoughts on the video?
What do you
The
reckon?
video made me forget that there was a whole song in the background.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like you're more just watching it for the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's one of the first times I've watched something and it's like the
I'm not even
dance
listening
has,
to the song.
yeah, the dance has been like over the filming, over the music. The
Yeah.
dance was the priority
Yeah.
thing there.
Probably not what he got hired to do. They probably got hired to enhance the song, not to make us forget about it.
But like the
The
song,
Placido.
Jungler like shit.
Yeah.
Fire him. He's making them forget about the songs. So I had a question from people who I will leave anonymous. They wanted me to bring up on the podcast with this. How do you guys, especially as two poppers, feel about people in this context who don't do popping, doing popping like this? Do you have thoughts on it? I'll leave my opinions till last.
Yeah, I got loads of. But I mean, obviously, if you want to talk first, I've got loads of opinions on this.
I mean, I think they did a good job, so I don't think it's that much of an issue. I don't think anyone was harmed in the process.
That's a really funny way of saying
That's
that.
very funny.
Like
No poppers were
sometimes
harmed in the process of this.
the only issue that I have is when people do it like they're doing it right, but they're actually doing it wrong. Or if they're trying to teach or whatever and they're like just making a mess. But I mean, maybe I'll hear what you say and I'll agree, but I don't.
Can't think of anything
see
off the top of your
problem.
head that stressed you.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to win any fucking popping battles, like any of them,
Yeah.
the way that they were dancing there. But I feel like I love popping, man. Like I really, really love it. Like I love dance, like I love art, but like in art, I love drawing, and in dance, I love popping. And I think I love it so much that I love seeing it in different contexts. And that type of popping reminds me of Chris Brown in Yeah. You know, when he did the thing with Pete and whatever. And it's like, it's not the popping that I think, like there's loads of stuff that if he was trying to become a better popper, I would tweak and I would change whatever.
Or you could even critique if he asked you,
Yes.
what do you think of this as a popper? It's like, okay, well then there's a lot of issues.
Yeah, and I think the same thing in there. I could. There's a lot of stuff that I could critique, but in that situation, I think this is the most important thing, especially with popping, is that as long as I get the effect, I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
And right there, I got the effect because I feel like the kind of the over the top like gestures of popping that they were doing, it fit within the over the top acting or like the kind or the sorry not over the top, the expressive acting that they were doing and the environment. So I felt like personally, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think like also it was that whole concept of like the almost like puppets or something at a table, like enacting it. So it kind of fits to do this sort of move, which I get why Shay went in that direction, if that was his original concept, or if that, I don't know if Charlie like directed him or however it worked, but like that whole idea I think works with that setting and that type of thing. I think for me, the only time that you really have like that I think in an artistic discipline, and please pick holes in this, that you have to like do something right in the right way is judging or teaching. So I think if you're judging popping, you have to know what you're talking about. You have to like judge it correctly. You have to understand all the shit. If you're teaching popping, you have to know all the shit, blah, blah. Pretty much any other context, like if you're just doing it for doing it, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. The only thing I would slightly adjust is I would switch the word from judging to assessing.
Sure.
Because but like otherwise, I completely agree.
It's like if you're, I get annoyed about this when there's a judge who will not be named, it was but a stretch, who in B-Boy Champs stopped the prelims and like had a go at everyone for being offbeat. And I was like, no. This is the prelims. I can do what I want. I could stand in the middle of the floor, pull my trousers down. Well, no, that would be indecent exposure, but I could just stand in the middle of the floor and play with my hat if I wanted to, right? But your job as the judge is to not put me through. You only put the people through who are good. So you don't tell me, I paid my money to enter this prelim. I have 30 seconds on the floor to do whatever I want.
Yeah,
you can't
fair
tell me
enough.
how to dance on that thing. Just don't put me through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely. I think in that situation, the delivery on the timing of that expression or that thought or that opinion from him was really poor.
Were you there?
Yeah,
okay, right.
It was really poor. But I think he has just like you have the right to do that, he has the right to have that opinion.
Oh, of course. Like if you want to be good at popping, if you want to get through, if you want to be good at popping, like you have to be on beat, blah, 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 like a lot. Fine. And yeah, like maybe say it afterwards or whatever, but to stop it and being like, I don't want to see anyone, whatever he said, it was like, I don't want to see anyone else offbeat or blah, blah. And I was like, no, like that's not how this works. Do your judging.
So
don't put people through. It's like Nyako said something about the bounce thing. I think it was at the AIM.
No, it was at Firehouse
Pop City.
Yeah.
And he said about bounce, but I think he did it after the prelims, or was it?
Yeah, it was after the prelims, I think. Maybe.
Like I think he did his judging and then said,
yeah,
I don't know. But I'm just like, I don't think you can tell people like how to dance when they haven't said, like in that, then nowhere does it say that that's popping. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, because
it's like
they're not actually popping. Like they're not actually.
they're just doing a
They're
toy
just
man
doing
type of
popping
thing,
with-
and they've
yeah.
included some vocab and stuff. But it's like,
Yeah.
unless they were like, here's a popping video, it's like they don't have to stick to anything.
Yeah.
Because if I do an all stars battle, and it's like there's a really funny moment when you and A were doing a all stars battle, and you were battling against someone, and they were telling you like here,
was
and you were
Jules.
like, yeah, and you were like, it's an all-stars battle. I'm not doing popping. I'm just dancing. Like, they were saying like, you're not hitting. And he's like, it's an all-stars battle. Why would I hit? I'm just doing what I want. But it's like, yeah, unless you're saying I'm putting yourself in the category of like, judge me as a popper, which they're not. It's hard to be like, oh, you're not doing popping right, or you shouldn't be doing popping only. I'm just like, just do whatever you want.
I think that the only way people could find an issue with that, and not that I find an issue with it, I think it's fine, is if they are a popper and they think, why are they not hiring poppers to do this?
Well, because most poppers couldn't pull that off.
Yeah, for sure.
Most
And
poppers, most battle dancers look, and I just released a video called Structure and Presentation, so if you want to learn more, definitely check it out. But most dancers don't know how to present themselves on stage. That's why they don't get hired for these things. You might be great at doing all these things, but you're looking down, you can't perform, you don't know where to face, and it's like you might, because we're looking for strictly technique in a lot of these battles and you're not getting judged on performance, you get away with it and you get to like certain levels where you think you're a good popper. And it's like, you might be a good popper, but in terms of being a good performer or a good dancer, you have a long way to go. And it's like, some of these people, I know a large percentage of the people in there, and it's like, not that anyone said that they're shit, because they're not, and no one said that. However, if anyone was to critique their popping, it's like, you don't understand the level of like beastness that these dancers are. Like, I've seen them in real life, and it's like, they could beat me in a battle with no knowledge of a style just by performing it well enough. Like, I could teach them 2 steps and then they're like, all right, I can make this look like a style. Their quality of movement, their performance, their creativity, and like all the other stuff that they have, because they're used to just being put on a huge stage and being like, entertain them for like, you've got 3 minutes to fill the time, do it. And it's like, they'll find a way to do it without looking like they don't know what they're doing. So it's like, the reason on that point, the reason that they're not hiring poppers, and well, Dylan trains popping, Naomi's a great popper. Like, there's people in there that have done popping, but like, it's because it's not a fucking popping battle. You have to be professional. You have to learn to pick up choreography. You have to be able to perform. You have to do the acting and stuff on top. Like, you have to look good on camera. These are all skills that people spend a long time getting really good at. And you might be great at popping, but you might look crap on camera.
Yeah, facts. But I think they did good. I
think they killed it.
With it.
Yeah, I thought it fit the context really well.
So I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, someone asked me for our opinions on it. Not that they had necessarily an opinion on it. But yeah, overall, I love the video. I think everyone in that video is fucking sick. Like, I really like, just because speaking on the structure and presentation video, like making that, it reminded me of, I've talked a bit about in the workshops that I teach about like dance on camera and like how hard it is to look good on camera while remembering choreography, while sweating and stuff. And it's like, these guys are like so good at doing it. Like, anytime you see the camera past them, it's like they look perfect. It's like any pictures from that, you could pause any moment and they're not doing a stupid face or whatever. It's like they make themselves look good. It's like very close to modeling, you know? And some of those people are actual models as well.
Well, that's what I think is so impressive about dancers, is like, especially dancers who work any kind of commercials or like theatre or anything like this, or performances, because they have to do so much in terms of being able to have great spatial awareness for the stuff, great camera presentation, like you said, they're almost like models, but they understand their bodies like gymnasts. It's like this really intense thing, and on top of that, a lot of the time it's like
modeling on crack,
like really modeling on crack. So like, when you think about like the type of stuff they're doing, a lot of choreography is made for a specific project. So it's not like these other things where you'll learn, and not to diminish any other disciplines, right? But it's not like other disciplines where there are set standards of movements or gestures that a person can do.
Like walk down the runway, turn around, come back.
Right, that you get really good at, or gymnastics where you have a set of moves that you try for 10 years. It's like dancers just have to be good at adapting to anything. Like I remember when you talked about Sammy and another person assisting a choreographer in class, and you said like, oh, you mentioned them, oh, like you've like, did he show you the choreography beforehand? And Sammy said, no, we just have to learn it ad hoc here, we can help you learn it. So they're like, dancers are so good at adapting to different environments and making it look like that they've been doing it for the entire time. Then it's just so impressive, man. Like all these little things that you said, like you said, making sure that when the camera is about to be on them, that they're already in position, already facial expressions are on point when the transition. And it's just like, it's these little things that people aren't aware of that can that you notice the second that someone does it wrong.
Bro, and it's like even understanding like lenses and stuff, like because we like, let's say we were on the Luna George video, it was kind of that vibe where let's say there was like the circle. I don't know if you remember that circle thing. By the way, I ended up doing way more dancing on that Luna George video than I got paid to do.
I don't know what this is.
It was a video that Brooke choreographed and there's bare dancers in it, and Rob asked me if I wanted to go as an extra just to like be, because everyone was there and Lou was there, and so he's like, I can get you on as an extra if you want. And there was like a few extras who weren't dancers. And then it wasn't Rob, it wasn't Brooke. I mean, it was someone who was directing. But basically they found out that like me and Roxy were both there as extras. So there was so many things that they were doing. They were like, oh, can you just do it as well? Like there's one bit like, as you walk past you have to do like a thing. And it's like the other extras didn't have to do it, they just had to walk out, but then me and Roxy would do it. Or there's another bit where it's like a circle thing and the camera goes around and we have to do like slow motion walks. They're like, can you guys join in this scene? And at the end of the day I was like, I did a lot of dancing for someone that's here as an extra. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm pretty sure they're getting paid way more than me.
He's just an extra dancer.
We didn't get paid that much.
And was barely in the fucking video.
That's very
But no, but let's say for example, there's one bit where it's like that, we're doing something and then the cameraman like comes past and I think we had to like move out of the way when he walked past. But it's like, just one small thing is like, if you don't understand lenses, you don't understand how wide the shot is. So you might think you're out of shot and you're not, or you might think you're in shot and you're not, and you're just trying to act up for the camera. That's probably the better one. But it's like Abe was saying, even with acting, he started to learn about lenses so that he actually knows a little bit more than me about certain things to do with lenses, because he goes really geeky on it. But like he was saying that now he started to go to the director of photography or whoever and be like, what lens are you using? And they say, oh, it's this one. And he goes, oh, cool. And he knows where to stand, like how far he needs to be. And
cool.
They're always like, oh, that's really impressive. Because like they don't have to tell him move back, or, you know, stand here or whatever. And he knows like whether it's head and shoulders or a mid shot, which is like genius. But it's like a lot of dancers and people like who work in music videos, it's like they don't go and they be like, so guys, it's this wide. It's like you just have to learn when they're here, they can see you, and then, you know what I mean? And not like relax at the wrong times or whatever. So there's way more skills that you don't see for something like that. And it's like, really, it's not just about being a good dancer. Like I've shot with so many people and it's like, there's a big difference between two ends of the spectrum of like good dancers who are shit on camera or shit dancers who are great on camera. And then there's people in between who, you know, there's great dancers who are great on camera, bad dancers who are bad on camera. But yeah, it's like, it's its own set of skills, man. It's not easy. It's not just a case of showing up and doing a fucking Fresno in front of a camera. Like it doesn't work like that.
No,
but yeah,
video was great.
Yeah, good video. Love the costume. Love the color palette. Costume, background, lighting is all one set of colors.
So do you reckon we're right about the Easter eggs? That the videos at the end
I think so.
on the screen,
I think you're right.
all of the videos, and then they're all going to link.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it was like, was it the Michael Jackson one, where it was like there was like a storyline in between or whatever?
Ghost.
Was it Ghost? No, History. I think, where the kid gets kidnapped or some shit. Anyway, but it's like, I feel like like that end bit is going to link into the next one, and it's like all filmed in the same thing. I think that's sick.
I spotted it first.
You did.
I'm a genius.
Good job, but only because I told you that there's going to be more.
Nah, I'm a genius.
What else?
What else? Do we have anything else?
Do you have any more questions?
Lee, your exhibition.
Wait, did we talk?
No,
about
let's talk about the Scottish scene.
What
Can we
is
watch
it?
this jungle video?
Wait. What's happening?
Hi guys, welcome to the Capsule.
Jenny just comes in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
No, you know what we didn't speak about is do we want to give a little shout out to Moves Mag?
Oh yeah,
Because you saw them the other day.
Yeah.
What do you know about them?
Wow, man. Well, I learned a lot about them recently.
Go on.
I'll do like a succinct explanation. So Moves Mag or Moves Magazine is a platform / magazine run by a guy called Shaqiri.
Is he from Manchester?
No, he's from East London, from Woolwich, I think,
cool.
but then he moved up to Manchester a couple of years back. And his supporting staff are Ryan and Emily, as far as I know. And
Who we met at your exhibition.
they came to my exhibition because I invited them there. And they basically, they want to do the same thing that kind of I want to do, that Renegade and a few people who are doing, who are pushing the Olympics want to do, which is they want to highlight dance and use their contacts in different industries to promote dance in all aspects into these different industries to be able to increase the social currency of it, and also help give back to the economy and community of dance that we've benefited from. So that's what they want to do, and so they're doing that with their magazine and platform. And Shaqiri has a big background in dance and modeling, so he's got a lot of connects to these different worlds, and we're going to be working on, I think, some projects, or maybe a small project first this year, to do with the magazine and to do with my fine art. And yeah, he's just a cool kid who's got his head screwed on for sure. He knows exactly what his ethos is about, the message of the magazine's about. He's got a very clear idea of how he wants to move this, where he wants to move it to, and how he wants to highlight dance. And yeah, I think it's just worth keeping an eye out for and supporting, because it's someone that just wants to promote what we do. Yeah,
definitely. Like, I mean, I was going to read some of what they've written, but you kind of really nailed it with that.
Thanks.
Like, well, thank you. But yeah, definitely check them out. Moves Magazine on Instagram. It looks really good, looks really promising. They've done one kind of collaboration thing with Dancers Network. They've shot with some great dancers already. Loving the work that they're doing. The visuals look really nice, which I always appreciate. Yeah, I think it's dope. I think it's, I'm really here for people like providing this type of like, not even infrastructural stuff, but like, these things that is like supporting the dance scene, but not just by doing the same old stuff, you know. It's like everyone's put on not that we don't need battles, but like everyone's first thing is, I'm going to put on a battle, or I'm going to start teaching a class and stuff. There's other ways to like contribute to the ecosystem of our scene, you know. And there's things which I love about the magazine approach, which is like there's things that the outside world recognize. Like people are like, oh, I run a battle, and it's like outside of the dance scene and maybe like the beatboxing scene, it's like who knows what a battle is. It's like you have to explain, it's a dance competition, but it's kind of art and it's kind of sport, blah blah. Everyone understands what a magazine is. There's skateboard magazines, there's badminton magazines. It's like it's the online magazine is the only weird part of it, but like the rest of it, everyone understands what it is and what it does and what you would go there for. So it's like, if I was like, oh, I'm suddenly want to get into fishing, if I pick up a fishing magazine, I could probably guess what's in a fisherman magazine. It's like some articles about stuff, some adverts for other stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, I get the concept of a magazine. So if you create stuff that is like a recognizable way of celebrating something, then you create an immediate link from the outside world, which is like mad important.
I also wanted to say quickly, just I was going to say fishing as well, as they said that,
super weird. And
also I was going to say I wanted to actually kind of make a point about this, contributing to the infrastructure of our communities at the moment, because I don't know if I've ever spoken about it in such a clear and direct way, but I really wanted to kind of just highlight this part, is that there are a lot of people right now, maybe not a lot of people, there are some people doing quite large and important things and starting up some other things like myself to try and, like I said, to promote what it is that street dance does, to be able to contribute back to it. And when I say contribute, I mean quite specifically get funding from sources that are outside our economy, and to get that funding to put it back into the dance scene so we can do more with it. And we can benefit from our scene and our communities as much as everyone else does. Because there are companies right now, and I'm talking about the obvious ones like Red Bull, Nike, Adidas, whoever, and then the not so obvious ones like platforms like TikTok or YouTube or whoever else, or Insta, or commercials, music industry, music videos or whatever. And there are all of these places, infrastructures, platforms, companies, businesses that benefit and profit from what we create. And they give very little back in return because they don't need to, because there isn't, or there aren't, a lot of people that are in positions of influence within the dance scene to say, you cannot have access to us unless you come through these people. That's why I think this platform, Capsule, is good.
Oh, thank you.
Because because you collate all the information. So when we're asking people for information like winners, for example, when we're asking for dates for battles, when we're asking for events that are happening, we're asking for people that teach classes or anything like this, is so that we can have a hub that if anyone outside wants to come and connect with someone, let's say they want to connect with Groovanometry, they go, cool, Luke, how do we connect with Groovanometry? And you go, cool, I'll put you in contact. And then you can go to Groovanometry and say, cool, there are these people that want to speak with you. Here's the heads up. This is what they want, blah, blah. And give some guidance on it or whatever, you know. And there's this direct conversation that we can have, and we can start connecting with each other as a network and start supporting each other, because there are people like Tally who will work with Dancers Network, or what's the one about dancers' pay?
Equity.
Thank you very much. Who really fight for dancers' pay, but they get screwed over because unfortunately there are some people that, because of life situations or whatever, they need to take less paid jobs, right? But if we all together stand and say, no, we're not going to budge, and if you want to talk to us, you talk to them.
Yeah.
Right? Shit will change. I think Dave Chappelle made a bit about this in his stand-up, where he talked about women getting kind of fucked over in the film industry, right? And he said, if all of you women fired all of your male agents, picked a female agent, said, if you want to talk to us, you have to talk to her. Immediately that would prop it all up.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. If we all just said, no, cool. If you want to talk to us, you go to Tally, you go to Luke, you go to Shaqiri and Moves Magazine, you go to whoever else. Marcel,
yeah, like
whatever.
if we said, oh, we're not going to perform on your stage unless like Breaking Convention have something to do with it.
Exactly.
Or, like whatever.
Yeah.
We kind of put our foot down and like,
Exactly.
we're not just going for anything. It has to be that these people who are trying to do something like.
Exactly. And what that does is, one, that puts the whole scene in a position of authority, but two, it connects everyone. So then we can say directly to the people that we have access to consistently, like, that, cool, this is how we want to be represented. It's a lot easier for people to talk to you about it than talk to the head of Red Bull's team of whoever else, you know?
Yeah,
it's so much easier
it's more accessible.
Way more accessible. And then what can happen, and this is the whole point I'm trying to get to, is that when people like you, let's say you connect with Nike, Red Bull, whoever else, or I take my thing and into the fine art world and I make my own exhibitions, or go with Saatchi Gallery or whoever else, I can then say directly, cool, I speak with these people in the scene regularly. You cannot have access to these people unless you talk to us directly, and we can do that, and we work as a unit. But then what we can do is we can take this funding and we can say, cool, if you want that from us, you need to give us X amount. If you don't, someone else
have
is
more
gonna,
leverage.
Exactly, and that leverage if we work as a unit. But that's in terms of talking about it in a very open, explicit way. This is what at least I mean when I'm talking about contributing back to the cultures and communities that we have in the street dance scene, which is gathering together, having some kind of representative, and then having standards by which we force them to match or leave us alone. But we have something of value and we know they're going to want it. So
yeah, and it's also like, I want representatives in certain things. Like, it's like, if I'm going to do a job, it's like, I don't want to have to like figure out what my, like with each job, like how much should I be paying, and has this gone up? It's like, I just want to call someone and be like, yo, like, Tally, what do I charge?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I'll speak to them or whatever, or like Dancers Network, help. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I want them to deal with it, and it goes through them, and that's their thing, and they can deal with the like all that aspect of it, and I want them to be the go-to. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to deal with it, and it's like, even if it's, I don't know if there's people that are like, no, I want to deal with it myself or whatever, but it's like, I don't know. I think it's good to have representation in different areas. Is that you?
sorry.
His alarm's going off. That's
Is that
the
the alarm?
that's the podcast needs to be finished. It's all good, guys. We're doing this live and direct. You get the live version. It's all right. Do you have any last words, Lucia, before we wrap it up?
Lucha, go on, say it. Spit them for him.
Go on, Lucia. Motherfunk.
Glasgow. Go on, Lucha. Go on, get it out there, Lucha.
If your son grows up and has a kid, will you change your name to Grandma Funk?
No, because I'm still his mother.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Fuck.
Shit, man.
Do you have a sister or a brother?
Yes,
So then why aren't you Sister Funk?
because that's just shite.
Were you only Motherfunk after you became a mother?
Yeah, of course. See when I meet people and they're like,
I need to get pregnant. I picked a weird name.
Got this
It doesn't
great
make
name.
sense.
honestly, see when I meet people, they're like, oh, why are you called Motherfunk? I'm like, because I've got a child.
kid. Yeah.
Or they're like, oh my God, I didn't know you were a mother. I'm like, for fuck's sake, man. Like,
Maybe you were just the mother of all funk.
I know, but that is so like egotistic. Like, no, that's
I
not
feel like
what I'm trying to say.
Motherfunker. No.
No,
Motherfunker's
okay,
better.
so I did have a thing. I did like, I was like, when I was looking for a name, I was like, Motherfunker, and I was like, no, that's too far.
Yeah, Motherfunker's
And
a
then-
bit weird.
Yeah, it's too far. And I already had my students like, oh, I saw you change your name on Instagram to, I'm not even going to say it. And they were like, we know what that's supposed to mean. Yeah, but also like I entered a battle not long after I changed it. And I said, they were like, oh, what's your name? I said, Motherfunk. and they actually wrote down,
With the CK.
yeah. And then she just looked at me and she was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Oh, okay, are you sure?" And then I looked at the paper, I'm like, "Okay, no, I'm not sure. That's wrong." Yeah, you gotta be careful.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's my name because I'm a mother. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a child. Thank you. Don't ask me again, anyone.
So do you have a kid?
Your mother.
I am.
Do you like funk?
Yep, I do. I love it.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favourite funk track?
Oh.
Never listened to any funk track in our life.
Never heard any funk track in my life. I don't know. That's a hard
Bruno
question.
Mars.
I have a lot of favourites.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go on, name one.
I don't know. I don't know. You've put me on the spot.
That's right.
I like lots.
Are you actually going to sit and watch this pod later? It's
I'll
different when
probably
you're on
skip
it,
for
right? Yeah, I don't watch him back because I was here.
Yeah, Abe told me the same. He doesn't.
He doesn't watch him. Yeah, so why would you watch him when you're on it?
I'll go back and watch the bits where I thought I was the funniest.
You are no dead.
Lucia, tell us a joke to finish. Make it good.
Oh, okay. I will teach you how.
I don't want you to teach me anything.
I will teach you some Scottish. You ready?
All right.
Go on then, let's
Okay,
go.
You do it.
but you have to go American first.
All right.
Okay.
Right. So you have to say space.
Space.
No, don't say it yet. You have to say space ghetto in an American accent.
Space ghetto.
Oh, yeah, I know what this is.
And it sounds like...
I'm a dirty space girl.
Yeah, it sounds like Space Girl.
Space girl.
Space Ghetto.
Space ghetto.
Yeah.
Space Ghetto.
I'm a space ghetto.
Space Ghetto.
I'm a space ghetto.
I think that's the only one I have. So there you go. You
Space Ghetto.
I'm
No, that's
Scottish now.
Australian.
I'm Scottish now. I'm a Scottish space ghetto.
No,
That's
not bad. That was the best you've done.
Spice
Is it?
Ghetto.
Yeah.
Get
Fucking
it.
come on,
Get
send
it.
it there,
Get
bro.
it. Get it.
Well, you
Get Charlie de Placido.
The placenta.
De Placido. All right. Guys,
Done.
any last words? Any last words? Thanks for
Yeah, that was
listening.
so tiring.
Go and check out my structure and presentation video. Subscribe, like, comment, go to the Instagram like that. Lee's making annoying sounds. It's been a pleasure, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
How you do that?